Shako Mako everyone, welcome to another Tech Tuesday. This is Joey Austin, and today's video we're going to talk about the apps that you must have on an iPad Pro. Of course, if you're a content creator, photographer, videographer, this is the apps that you should have on your iPad. This is of course from my perspective or from my use of the iPad. Of course, every person is going to be use different kind of apps or different kind of services. If you have any suggestions or if you disagree with the list, leave it in the comment. But let's go and dig through the apps that I'm talking about. So first, let's unlock it. Actually, I'm just gonna put a screen recorded over here of my iPad. This way you guys can see it better. The apps that I'm not gonna be recommend, it's one of the apps that's you can get on your computer, or it's the apps that with subscription. So these apps that I'm not gonna add to the list, that include almost all Adobe products. I'm recently switching from Adobe, so I don't use their product anymore, just because it's a subscription. I want to buy the service and have it forever. And to be honest, recently there is some apps that's came out that's surpassed Adobe products. So at least on the iPad. For example, you have the Luma Fusion. It's way better than the Adobe Premiere Rush. But let's go back. So Adobe Premiere, I'm not gonna talk about the apps, even if you can see them on my screen, just because I haven't deleted them yet, but they're gone. So the first app we're gonna talk about is Medibang Paint. So this is an app that's where you can like paint and do all this kind of stuff. But the cool thing about it, it's kind of like assists you when you're trying to draw the lines. So if you're trying to do a curve and your hand a little bit shaky, this one will adjust the curve for you. Of course, you have to edit that in the settings to enable it. But it's really cool. I don't know, I mean, it's an app that's specifically for drawing. So it's not like Photoshop where you can edit and do all that, or Affinity Photos. This one is specifically for painting or drawing or sketching or doodling, whatever the name it is. So the next one, this app, it comes with the iPad Pro. So I don't know if it can count in the list, but I'm a really big fan of this app. So let's take a look. So the app called GarageBand. The reason why I love this app, because I used to use it a lot to sync my audio. So I record my audio on the iPad, record the video on the camera, and then just combine them together. And I already did a video on how you can do that. So it's a really cool. Let's go and do a new one. So I already have as settings. So if I go to custom, I have one called Sony Camera. So this is the one that I use when I'm trying to record an audio, or when I used to before I buy the external mic. So it's really helpful. And on top of that, you can just play music. So you can record the music, you can play, you can make your own tracks. So basically you go to live loop or live loops, and let's try this one. And we've already done another video on this one. It's really easy, really simple. All you have to do is select track and it will play for you. So that's another app that you need to keep an eye on. And it plays in the background as well. So Guru Shot, we already did a video on it. This is it's not a must, but it's a fun app to have, just to show your abilities as a photographer, to see if you can compete and show your talent and maybe make money out of it. So we're not going to talk much in detail for that. This is the next app. It's a video audio editor. So the video audio editor, it's really important app to have, because a lot of times you record a video that's not compatible with the iPad Pro. For example, when I record videos on my Sony A6000, for some reason the format it's weird. So this little thing does not like that format. So what I need to do is add a video, convert it to MP4, and use it as normal. So it's a free app. You don't have to pay anything for it. Of course, there is a premium where you don't get ads and you don't get you get some extra features, but the free app works just fine, so you're good. Next one, it's Luma Fusion. Of course, Affinity Photos. So Affinity Photos, it's my replacement for Photoshop and Lightroom combined. So this is the app that I use currently on both my PC and my iPad. It can do everything that both Adobe Photoshop and Lightroom can do combined. So it's a one-time purchase. It's like $19.99 and you have the app forever. It's like 4 months worth of subscription for Lightroom. It's like 2 months worth of subscription. 2 months worth of subscription for Photoshop and Lightroom together. So if you haven't tried it, give it a try. But I guarantee that you would love it. So before we go to the last video, let's do something. It's not a must to have, but it's a lot of fun. It's the PlayStation Remote app, because a lot of times, like if you're on the go or you go, I visit my brother's house a lot. So instead of taking my PS4, and soon it's gonna be my PS5, I'm waiting for to arrive. I'll just bring this one, have the app on me, put the PS4, PS5 on rest mode, and bring my joystick, and that's it. So this thing is gonna stream my PS5 or PS4 screen over here, even though if I'm somewhere else, so I can play on the go. So it's not a must have unless you're a gamer, but it's a lot of fun to have. And the last one, it's Luma Fusion. So if you're editing videos, if you're a content creator, this is the app that you should have. It's so far and by far one of the best editing tools that I've ever used. Of course, it's not like Adobe Premiere as far as the options and all the extra tools that you have, but as far as a content creator, this is more than enough. And even if you're like a beginner, or if you're just starting your YouTube channel, or you're just trying to do like short movies, stuff like that, you don't need all this extra stuff. This is more than enough. And the speed, it's lightning speed. Like you can edit a full video in like 5 minutes and export it in 2. So it's really good, it's really fast. I just love it. And of course, the obvious, if you're a YouTuber, you'll need a YouTube studio. So this is not something, it's an optional. It depends on what you're doing. If you're just working on videos for other people, you're a photographer, you edit photos, all that, then you're done. But if you're a content creator, you have a YouTube channel, then to track all this kind of stuff and to edit, to do playlists, to adjust all that, you'll need the YouTube studio. If you guys don't agree with the list, leave it in the comment. If you have any suggestions, also leave it in the comment. If you agree, that's great. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, maybe today is the day that you subscribe to the channel. It's free, it's there, just go click on it. So, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.